Today I'll be showing you how the AND gate works. So if you know the AND gate, you need both the A and B to be true, so the LED is on. But if I click on this, it's not going to turn on. If I click on this too, the buzzer and the LED will be off. So it's only when this push button is true and this is true, then our LED and the buzzer turns on. So let's look at how it works. So our AND gate, we are using this chip 74HC08. So now I actually have a list of chips here. So this is our NAND gate, NOT gate, but we're using the AND gate, which is the 74HC08. Sorry. So now this is what the chip looks like. It's actually a 14-pin chip. I'll place it here, so we'll see how it is. So now for you to know the start of the chip, you have to look at this top here and you see this dot for you to identify the start of the chip. So we have 4 AND gates on this chip. So this AB, right, means input. So this is the first input, the second input, and Y means output. So if you check, this is 1 1 1. So this is the first AND gate. So we have 2A, 2B, 2Y. So this is the second AND gate. So this is the input 2A, 2B, and the 2Y is the output. So here we have the ground, which is the pin 7, and if you look at this chip, the pin 7 is this pin here. And also we have pin 14, which is the power pin, which is the right hand side at the top. And then we have 13, 12. So this is the 4th gate, and then the 3rd AND gate. So now let's look at our circuit diagram, although what I drew is kind of funny, but anyway. So this is our AND gate. So we're using just one AND gate, which is these first 3 pins. So we're using from pin 1 to pin 3. So first, if you check this, so pin 1 to pin 3. So our pin 1 is connected, which is the input. So this push button is actually the input. So our pin 1 is connected to the what's it called, the push button, and then we have to connect the side of the push button to the ground, and also at the same time we have to connect the push button to our VCC. So that's for pin 1. So now another input pin, which is 1B, that's pin 2. So now if you look closely, you see that this pin 2, the input pin, is is connected to our push button, which is connected to the ground, and then the other side of the push button is connected to VCC. Now our output pin, if you check, this is pin 3. So the pin 3 is connected to a resistor, which is connected to the LED, and at the same time connected to the buzzer. So now this is the output, pin 3. So you connect a resistor to the LED. That's the long leg of the LED, and then the short leg of the LED is connected to the ground. Same with the buzzer. So the positive part of the buzzer is connected to this resistor, and then the negative is connected to ground. So that's how this diagram is. So if you notice, we have connected, this is the AND gate, the 14 is going to VCC, pin 7 is going to ground. So pin 2, if you notice, it's connected to pin 2, one side of it is connected to the push button, and at the same time that leg of the push button that's connected to pin 2 is connected to a resistor that's connected to ground. Then the other side of the push button is connected to VCC, same with the first input pin. So this is how the AND gate works. So the logic rule of the AND gate is that both the first input and the second input must be true for the output to be true. So what I'm saying is that if you press this, it's going to be off. You press this, it's going to be off. So this is going to be true. This is the output. It's going to be true only when this and this, they are both true.